Hey everybody, this is Devin with HDpiano.com, and in today's video we're going to check out Brick by the Ben Folds 5. I'm going to show you guys how to play the intro, and the rest of the videos with the rest of the song can be found over at HDpiano.com. So it looks like this. Alright, so it's good 8 measures, but this theme keeps coming up throughout the entire song. We've got it in the intro, and we've got it kind of showing up in segments just before the chorus and kind of throughout the whole thing. But it also really reminds me of a classic piano intro to another song that I can't remember. I'm curious if you guys can help me remember. If you can comment below if you have any idea what I'm talking about. It's like... I'm thinking like, is like Elton John or Billy Joel or something? It's like literally on the tip of my tongue, and I'm sure after I make this video I'll be like, oh duh. But anyways, I'll leave that to you guys to tell me what it is, because I'm sure somebody's thinking the same thing. Alright, so we're in the key of D, D major, and our left hand's pretty simple, so let's take a look at that first. We're doing the typical kind of pop clave, as I like to call it, in this video and others if you follow any of my other work with HD Piano. So, it's that kind of triplet-based rhythm, or not triplets, but groupings of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Right? So we're dividing a measure of 8 eighth notes into 2 groups of 3 and then a group of 2. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right, so it's a good groove to just get solid under your fingers. It's probably going to be pretty natural since it's something we're so familiar with in music these days. Once you got that, I was going between D and G. Of course, if you just want to start with D, just get a nice solid steady drone there. Click on your metronome. We're at about 94 beats per minute. All right, so we're going from D to G. And I'm going to teach you guys this 2-bar loop to begin with. All right, so in the right hand, get your hand set up on A, D, and F sharp. Middle C being right here. Okay? Now we have a steady stream of eighth notes up until that E, and then there's a small pause. And what's going on there is F sharp, A, D, F sharp, A, E. Just get that much under your fingers. Right, so top, bottom, middle, top, bottom, E. And then we hold this for a quarter note, and on the and of 4, we play a D. D. Notice how there's just a bit of a pause on that E. Pause and 1. All right. So in tempo, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So notice in beat 4, our left hand's going to fill that gap. And for the first 2, the low D in our left is hitting with the F sharp in our right. 4 and. If you've got that much. 4 and. Then we're going to land on G in the left and E in the right. So we know the left hand, same rhythm. The right hand looks like this. So just 3 notes, that's E, A, D. And what's going on there? We're going E, A, D, E, D, A, D, E. Just up and down, right? So I guess our first jump is from an E to an A, and then it's all just going up and down. So E, A, D, E, D, A, D, E. Now that happens over G in the left. Right, if you want to think about it where the left hand aligns with the right, obviously the first note, an E, but also the next E and the final D. So let's do it nice and slow. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, let's try putting those two measures together. 3, 4. And we do it again. Now this time, just change your left hand to a B. All right, so at this point, we've got the first 6 measures. The 7th measure, like I said, there's just a quick little trick. Just changing the left hand. The right hand stays exactly the same. All right, and that becomes a B minor 7 chord. So that's 6 minor in the key of D. Okay, so try that over B. 3, 4. Now here it goes against kind of what we're used to. We're going to go down to an A. And we're starting this last measure with E in the left. Now the left hand's going to keep the same rhythm, just hanging out on an E. And the right hand is A, D, E, G sharp, D, E, A, D. So we have a consistent pattern going from the bottom up, and then going back to the bottom, and then going back to the bottom. Right? So we have, and then we change the bottom to G sharp, then we change the bottom note back to A. So A, D, E, G sharp, D, E, A, D. Put that over the left hand. The E is going to line up with the A, the G sharp, and the last A. All right? And we start the verse in the key of D major. And it's a little different than the main riff. It's a more kind of consistent arpeggio going on, so I'll be teaching that in the next video. But at this point, we've made it through pretty much most of the intro, and that's going to give us, it's like a little bonus pack that shows up throughout the song, you know, before a couple choruses towards the end. And yeah, this should be a good start to get you familiar with the song. And if you can get your hands really happening with something as simple as this, or rather as difficult, I mean, it's a bit of a tricky part, I think the rest of this song will come fairly easy. But it is, you know, it's a matter of coordination. So let's do it nice and slow one time through the whole intro. 3 and 4. To G. And we do that again. Here's the B minor. Then we go down to A in the right, E in the left. Okay, and that is the intro. Good job. I just want to point out a few extra things. I'm using a fair amount of pedal, mostly re-articulating the pedal when my left hand is re-articulating a note. We kind of want to accent that E over the D chord. All right, so with a combination of pedaling each left hand note and accenting that E and just kind of adding a little drama into that line, you should be good to go. And that, my friends, is the intro to Brick by the Ben Folds 5. So I hope to be seeing you over at HDpiano.com, where I'm going to finish off this song and work through all the remaining parts. This is Devin with HDpiano.com. But before I let you go, I want to send you over to Facebook. Give us a like there if you haven't already, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at HDpiano. We take requests on Twitter using the hashtag HDrequests, and we're happy to repost your performance of anything in our catalog on Instagram, so share that with us as well. All right, my friends, we'll see you at the next video. This is Devin with HDpiano.com.